Do you know a lot of children don't trust their parents? It's either they don't trust them with their information and their secrets and their problems, or they don't even trust whatever it is their parents are telling them. And here are a few of some of the reasons. Number one, when your children come to ask you for something you are completely ignorant about, you don't even know anything about it, there's no harm in telling them that you don't know, instead of you lying to them or trying to fabricate answers using your head knowledge or your parent sense. It will not work, because this is not the generation where tortoise and antelope story will sell. So you believe you will just gather so many things and tell them. Information is readily available. They will find out, and when they know that you have lied to them, you do it 1, 2, 3 times, they will end up not coming to you for anything again. Number two, when you make promises, as much as possible, try to keep it. And you have to be careful. It will be better you even surprise your children. Give them surprises other than making promises that you may end up not fulfilling. Whatever it is, you have promised to buy something for them, you have promised to take them out, you have promised to do something for them. As much as possible, try to fulfill your promise. When you end up breaking your promises too often, that's the end. They end up not trusting your words, they end up not trusting whatever it is you say, and that becomes a problem in the long run. Number three, when you become too generous with their problems. How do I mean? Your children have misbehaved. This auntie comes, you will tell them. You pick up phone, you report to uncle, you report to teacher. Your friend comes, you report to them. Haba. Try as much as possible to protect these children. They are also your children. Get the right information you need as a parent in the 21st century, other than exposing your children to every Tom, Dick and Harry. Not everybody even has good intentions anyway, so they end up giving you information, they end up giving you advices that may be detrimental to the child's well-being, mental health at the end of the day. Try as much as possible not to share too much about your children, even though you're hurting for 1 or 2 things they have done to you. Number four, if you are not a sincere person, especially in your businesses, your children see you are adulterating goods, you are selling bag of rice, you use this what do they call that, is it chisel, you use it to, you take a little out of the rice, you buy things, you dilute it so that you can make more profits. Yes, you're doing it for their sake, you're trying to make end meet, but then again, they are watching you and they will never trust you. Love is aside, they will love you, yes, but they will never trust you. Also, you are on the phone, you are still in your house, you are lying to the next person that you are already at the junction. All these little phone conversations, phone lies, white lies, our children are watching, and it does a lot to how well they will trust us. And then finally, stop lying that you were a perfect parent, you were a perfect child when you were growing up. You see, every parent always came first. During my days, I used to read. Nobody used to chase me. My mother doesn't have to tell me before I would do certain things. There's no need lying to children that we were perfect parents. Of course, we all know the extent to which we gave our parents headache or tough times. We all know the extent to which we were troublesome to our parents. We all know the extent to which some of us were disobedient and all of that. Because we were children, we didn't know any better. So there is no point. Me, personally, I tell my children, I was the one my mother used to beat the most. I was the most stubborn. I was the most talkative. I was the most restless. I was the most adventurous. I always tell them. So whatever it is they are doing, I tell them, I've been there before. You better calm down for your own good. When you do that, your children begin to understand that, yes, my mommy and my daddy, they are human beings like me. They have feelings. They understand whatever it is I'm going through. They trust you with more of their problems. And then again, you become a go-to person. Whenever they have issues, you are the number one person that comes to their mind, because they know you can very well relate with everything you have gone through. Instead of lying, it's not going to help any of you. So I hope those few points have been useful. Don't be a